Now, the best way for me to explain how long it actually takes to get jacked is first by showing you two videos of me. One beforehand where I was like literally just getting started with the gym, and one which is a little bit more recent. Have a look. So now that you have a good idea of what my journey has been like, I want to explain to you through a story in depth on how this actually works. Now, once upon a time, I was 40 to 45 kg and I just got started in the gym and I was 14 years old. And I did not have much muscle at all. And I seriously needed to bulk. I started working out and I began getting shredded tones of my muscle, and I guess you can call that jacked, but it's not the stereotypical version of jacked, right? It's not that big burly man with shredded muscles. I was just a skinny boy with a little bit more muscle tone than the average skinny boy. And I admit I was proud of that at the time, and I think I should be. But gradually eating more and more, forcing myself to eat more bowls of rice, more carbs, more spoons, forcing myself to eat more and more and more. Even if I felt like I was literally going to throw up if I ate like 5 more spoons of rice. At school, I would even go into the canteen and use up the free money that the government gives to a single parent household. And I would literally use that money to buy like the most carbiest shit, that the biggest meal they have, you know, like the main dish in the school canteen. I would always buy that. I would always bring packed lunch as well. And I would go home after 6 hours of school and then literally eat more, and then go gym and then eat more at dinner. And from then on, I began bulking up. I began getting to the 55s, to the 65s, and I began gaining a little bit more fat, and I didn't seem to have much muscle anymore. I still had like the classical V-taper shape of a body, but I was a little bit chubby now. But I still kept on grinding and grinding away. I was using all of the hate, all of the anger I got from all of these people that picked on me, all of these people that shamed and looked down on me. And I was using all of that to just sit on a machine for literally like 30 minutes on one singular machine, or maybe even sometimes 45 minutes on a single machine. Just drop setting, push it out, drop set, push it out. And once I'm all the way at the bottom where I literally can't feel anything anymore, I push and it doesn't hit the chest anymore. I would literally set it back up to a higher weight and then do the drop set thing again and again. And in between those drop sets, I would rest like 3 minutes or so. And I guess that doesn't really count as a drop set, but that was what I did. And that, I believe, helped me shred so much in the beginning. Now fast forward to 75 kg, and this is me in the present, right? And this pajama doesn't like do me justice. It literally makes me a sleeper build, right? It's pretty decent. 75 kg is where I'm at right now, and I can officially call myself lean bulky. And altogether, that journey took 2 years and a half. 2 years and a half to go from 45 kg, small, no muscle, to now a 75 kg thick, bulky, lean and strong body. But there is another side of the story. It doesn't just take 2 years for everyone, right? There are multiple different factors, and I'll explain this with a story of my friend that only joined the gym 5 or 6 months ago. And I've been personally coaching him, and I've been working out with him with all of my years of experience and hyper research into the science-based training and how to train optimally. He exploded with growth. He experienced intense growth immediately. My friend with a 65 kg body weight joined the gym with a not so muscular body, not so well defined, but he was 65 kg and it's only been 5 months and he seems to have gone basically 95% of the amount of muscles I have. Obviously I still look more bulky and I can still do more weight than him, but he's gone 80% of my results or so, you know, the 80-20 principle. And that is simply because of the fact that he had a little bit of an athletic background before the gym. He already went to play football, martial arts, running, skipping. But the big point here was that he was already 65 kg and all he needed was to pump some weights and his muscles would be toned, he would lose some fat and he would look shredded. Whereas I had to climb my way out of hell. Now from those two stories, I'm guessing that you kind of get the gist of it now. But just to really solidify this and summarize it for you, so to like define it and make it clear, I've listed down 4 variables that affect how fast and how long it takes to get jacked. Number 1 is the previous thing that we talked about, how big you are. It depends how big you are when you first start training. In fact, I may be a little bit jealous of the motherfuckers who are a little bit overweight and have gained this David Goggins mentality to go to the gym like every single day consistently, because they will have a bulky body right off the bat. But just another thing here, in case you're thinking that the skinny people are at a disadvantage, that may not necessarily be the case because of one singular benefit that allows me to still have superiority over my friend that is 65 kg. And that is that I trained first. I've had more years of experience. I have this natural body language, this natural rhythm and energy when it comes to the gym, where I know how to do everything. An example of this is when I did the lat pull down with him. He'd always been doing lat pull down with this, right? With the thumb like this. And I never really noticed him doing that, but apparently his forearms were burning a whole lot more than mine. Every time he would like quit a little bit earlier than me because of his forearms and his wrists or whatever. And so I literally just told him to switch the grip like this to this, having the thumbs on top of the bar. And that significantly decreased the wrist tension and the forearm tension to focus more on the lats. Another thing is my muscles are more tuned. They are more tuned and they are used to the weights more. They have more experience. And this leads to more muscle engagement, which leads to more gains. The second thing is your training intensity and your volume. How much you do per week or how intense you train. Now, you can either have a fucking Arnold style training where you're literally training every day, volume. Or you can have a Mike Mentzer type of training where you're literally just training like 3 times per week at most, and you train as hard as fucking possible. The intensity is insane here, because I've noticed a difference between those motherfuckers who have been in the gym for a long time that get destroyed by my friend that is 65 kg and literally just joined the gym 5 months ago. And that is simply down to their intensity and their willingness to fail with every set. An example is one of my other friends from my old school, and let's just call him O. And from the looks of it, he's sort of skinny fat, but he's been going to the gym for maybe a year or so now. And he's been destroyed by my friend that I've been personally coaching and going to the gym with every single day, that is 65 kg and literally only joined 5 months ago, simply because one day I went up to O and he was doing bicep curls and he quit right before the sets that actually count. As soon as a little bit of struggle came when he was doing the bicep curls, he let it down. You know, there's this famous saying from Muhammad Ali that he doesn't count the sit-ups unless it starts hurting. He only counts the ones that hurt. And that is very, very much true. The reps that actually hurt the most are the ones that gain you the most. And so that was why the guy called O was not gaining any significant amount of muscle. In fact, he was putting on a lot of belly fat. The third thing is 80% of progress is made in the first few months, and 20% of progress is made throughout a longer period of time. You will have already made 80% of these newbie games as soon as you join the gym and hit it consistently for a couple of months. You will have already gotten like 80% of everyone's muscles specific to your body weight group. And the last thing is protein powder is not completely necessary. In fact, if you want to bulk, the better thing you can do is literally just add more carbs to your meal. Eat a little bit more carbs. Because my mom hosts students, right, from like a college, and then it's fucking international students from like Saudi Arabia, Turkey, China, all of these international students. They live in another room, and every morning they go to their international college, right? And I was having this discussion with a Saudi Arabian student, and he said that protein powder was one of the reasons why he wasn't hitting gym. One was the gym was too far, and he had to take a bus to the gym, right? I guess fair enough. And number two is he doesn't have protein powder. That is a weird excuse, and it shows that there is, as much as I hate to say it, a lack of knowledge. Because his main goal was to bulk up, right? And from I'm not sure where I heard this from, but protein is a fulfilling nutrient source. It fills you up, right? Whereas carbs, if you eat, the more you eat of carbs, the more hungry you get later on, because it produces like a chemical or something that makes you more hungry later on. So essentially, my guy was using protein powder as an excuse for not going to the gym and his inability to bulk up. But in reality, he should have literally just been eating more carbs. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you think you have a passion and you want to learn more, you want to gain a lean, bulky body faster and with more guidance, and maybe even someone to keep you accountable, well, I think you may be interested in a link I have in the description below, which is a 28 days fitness program with me personally. I take you on for 4 weeks and hold you by the hand and try my best to help you along to transform your body. I keep you accountable. I give you clear guidance with things like literal tailored videos, tailored gym videos. You can text me whatever you want and I will literally make a video on how to bench better, bench form, how to arch your back. I even have daily accountability texting to keep you accountable, and you can even call me in the gym live if you need me to fix anything in real time. There are a whole lot more benefits that will help you on your journey and ensure that you learn foundational scaffolding knowledge to work out for the rest of your life without any issues or problems coming up along the way. And all of this comes with a risk-free guarantee, whether you want to cancel literally 28 seconds in after our discovery call or 28 days later on the last call. I will give you 100% of your money back, guaranteed. Now with that being said, thank you so much for watching, bro. In a bit.